Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between FpX versus Smurf. This game taking place here on Tide Hunters, a brand new a map here that I've never seen before. So before I talk too much into this matchup, let's take a look at how well this game is going to go down. Couple of um, easy creep camps here. A small creep camp, a level 3, level 2 doesn't really make sense to try and go after it unless there is some useful item drops there. There is a level 3, level 4, level 3 off to the side here, which seems like a very decent orange creep camp to go after. And then one final one here, a 5-3-3-3, which will in fact give you level 2 pretty easily out of the gate. High grounds include some rock golems off here, and as true maps are, it is fairly symmetrical and coming across, and there is this one or some other creep camps off in the center as well. Um, Corner creep camps a little bit further away do have some red creep camps as well. Granite golems being dropped here, and I am gonna have to keep a close watch on these actual locations to see what items are gonna be dropped here. Some elementals in position, and while I've talked to some map makers in the past saying that they often use different types of armor on creeps to help try and balance different types of creep camps. All right, it is going to be, well, red versus blue. And coming across here, no observers, unfortunately, as we are looking at an Altar of Darkness coming in a little bit later than normal, but it looks like it could be a Death Knight alongside some Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiend already being trained up. We'll take a look here. It is going to be a Farseer coming out of the gate here. This is going to be a one burrow build. Already seeing that 21 over 21 supply, and then off of this last couple of things here, we should be seeing a tech to tier 2, waiting for that extra bit of gold for that tech to tier 2, and there we are. All right, tech to tier 2 already underway. Farseer already across the map as well, wanting to put some pressure down, not knowing that his opponent is actually a little bit later in the creeping. Could have gone after these sea turtle hatchlings here or some of these huntsmen here to try and take away some of that experience, and we don't see that as of yet. All right, Farseer gonna test the waters here in just a little bit, and what is gonna be happening here as the Crypt Fiend already backing deep inside its base. Death Knight is here as well, and damage perhaps gonna be adding up onto that Crypt Fiend rather fast. All right, a little bit of a dance back and forth, but as anyone knows, attacking undead inside their base can be a little bit tricky and dangerous, hazardous to your health. That blight regenerating the Crypt Fiends faster, and with the Death Knight and that Death Coil, able to shoo away and keep his Crypt Fiends alive. 23 supply compared to 21, but FpXy doing a great job slowing down the creeping of Smurf, and that's really what Smurf wants to do here. He's on his blight. He wants to try and just creep, and this very small army coming in from FpX actually kind of freezing things here. Currently going down. Sea Giant, and going to be taking walking all the way back here. Forest Troll Trapper does get it in, snare off. It looks like one Spirit Wolf does get taken down. Death Knight on the board with a little bit of experience here, as we're going to see more resummoning going on as well. Good delay and harassment by FpX. Smurf unable to really break free from here at all, as we're going to be looking at that Forest Troll Berserker. Very high damage indeed, as the Farseer now trying to put pressure. Who's going to get the last shot off? Death Knight gets the last shot and last kill there, but the Forest Troll Berserker is the one you really want to get. The Forest Troll Berserker with that item. Spirit Wolf going to get taken down. The Crypt Fiends with that range, able to put pressure enough onto FpX, and FpX is really overstaying his welcome now. He's going to end up losing a lot of, or giving a lot of experience to that Death Knight. You can see overall what is happening here, and if he really, Smurf should not be chasing the Spirit Wolves. Perhaps should be trying to add up some damage onto the Farseer, make it so that he doesn't want to stick around any longer. He's pretty much committed a lot of hit points to this fight, and the more damage this Farseer takes, the higher likelihood that the Farseer cannot actually stick around. Farseer now looking to back away here, realizing that, he now has an army of his own. He can do some creeping away from Smurf and try and get a little bit more experience another way. Death Knight now sitting at level 2 as we're going to go after this 5-4-4 creep camp straight up in the center. The Makura Snapper. I don't know why I'm saying that as like a Japanese word. Makura Snapper here going to get taken down. Wand of Lightning Shield going to be dropped here. Farseer sitting at level 1 will be able to get up to level 2 fairly fast as we are getting into, well, that Lightning Shield could be extremely effective and trying to take down some of those crypt fiends once the grunts are within range. Death Knight does have Unholy Aura now sitting at level 2, also picks up a Gauntlet of Ogre Strength +3, very useful item here, as the Tauren Chieftain and Farseer will now be working together. All right, that very fast tech to tier 2, we see that it was all of a strategy and a ploy to get that Tauren Chieftain out. That Farseer was there to just harass, knowing that a lone single grunt isn't going to be able to creep out all that much, delaying that Death Knight's, well, and being able to get to level 2, level 3. However, now that he has a plan of his own, he wants to train up units. He is going into double bestiary, which means no magic users as of yet, no Spirit Lodge, and no Tauren Totem. Interesting, interesting as the Raiders will be important at trying to ensnare down units. Gloves of Haste, Farseer sitting at level 2. Is the Tauren Chieftain going to try and get to level 2 as well? I believe so. Picking up that Gloves of Haste, having a Circlet of Nobility, and finally going after that last unit there. Tome of Agility, adding a little bit of extra armor as the Farseer Tauren Chieftain may surprise his opponent at being level 2 each as well. In comes an engagement. What's going on? Nope, not really paying attention right there. Are we going to see a little bit of a battling now going up? All right, Death Coil straight up onto that Grunt. Grunt going to get focused down very quickly. Tauren Chieftain trying to... Are we going to see another Lightning Shield go down? That would be pretty useful to try to get Lightning Shield down across all of those units there. Not enough to really finish off anything, though. We've seen in the past Lightning Shield, when someone tries to use a Scroll of Town Portal, if you Lightning Shield your opponent as they're trying to teleport away, depending on how they are built and where they land, it could actually kill units on the way back. If somehow the Smurf had not aimed that Scroll of Town Portal and it landed all of those units back across over here, it would have taken quite a bit of time for them to actually make their way back out, giving an opportunity to get to kill some units on that Scroll of Town Portal out. Only one Lightning Shield used though, so wasn't really gonna get that far. All right, Forest Troll High Priest also taken down there, trying to clear out the remainder of these creep camps, as the Lich opts to go for Frost Armor first over Frost Nova. All right, interesting choice. Normally, Frost Nova is a little bit better, especially if you think you're going to be trying to engage against your opponent. Frost Armor, obviously more defensive, and at this point, I would have thought that the Lich is trying to creepjack his opponent and wants to use Frost Nova to prevent any sort of easy retreat. We are going into Wind Riders, and are we into tier 3? No, we are not. We are only at Stronghold. We are going in Wind Riders. I don't see in Venom Spears, and Wind Riders have recently become a very, very popular strategy, as we've seen that Wind Rider poison really start to add up into large amounts of damage. I actually would like to see Wind Riders coupled with Lightning Shield. Actually, the orb of the venom cannot actually kill a unit, and that Lightning Shield, if you're able to get a lot of damage added up and have that damage start to tick, and then you use a Lightning Shield in the engagement, that could all of a sudden add up to a very large amount here. Are we going to see web? No web as of yet. Crypt Fiend Scroll of Speed now being used. Lich does in fact have Frost Armor. There's the Lightning Shield. There's Tauren Chieftain with the Stomp. Damage is adding up. One Crypt Fiend down. Second Crypt Fiend will get to Death Coil. Will stay alive a little while longer, but still going to end up getting taken down right there, as there is another Stomp. Lich now in trouble. Chain Lightning finishes it off very quickly as well. There's a Dust of Appearance trying to make sure that there was no burrowed Crypt Fiends into that. Oh, there's no burrowed Cryptings as they're forced to pop up out of the ground. Low hit point Raider able to get back out here. We're gonna get a little bit more damage. There's another stomp going after more units. 33 supply compared to 46. FpX playing a great game so far, as we are seeing ensnares go down from a long distance Raider still. While another Tauren Chieftain stomp must have had a potion of mana in that fight, as we're looking at the units still trying to chase away. Dark Ranger now in this engagement here, but gets stomped once more. Death Coil just in time to save once more, as the units are still trying to head back here. Death Knight does have a potion of greater healing. Are we going to see a Dust of Appearance? Yes, we are. There goes another 51 supply compared to 32. Damage is just adding up so quick as the Death Knight unable to get to the Death Coil off here. All right, Wind Rider is currently, well, webbed down. Level 4 up onto that Death Knight there. Death Knight should be able to get a Death Coil off onto that Dark Ranger if necessary, as the damage is going to add back up, as experience from those skeletal minions could, well, start to give the Tauren Chieftain and that Farseer level 4 as well, which would have given level 2 Chain Lightning, just adding in more damage. Thanks for all your amazing cast. Thank you for the kind words. Love doing it. And, well, if it wasn't for you guys, well, I wouldn't really have a reason for doing it. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Definitely enjoy the cast. Definitely enjoy the feedback, and I guess my journey as a caster over the past 10 years. Been a lot of fun to be a part and involved in the community in just at least a small way. I don't really have the time to invest in all of those large tournaments, just like the Back to WarCraft guys, or even the Dust Gaming guys now in America. So Arc and all those Abidu and all those guys just had a lot of fun. I'm gonna have very fond memories of DreamHack and wish that well, if they do have another DreamHack Anaheim, that something Warcraft 3 related will be there. I can hope, I can dream. Maybe Blizzard will sponsor and host another tournament. I mean, yeah, right. If they're hosting another tournament out there as an apology, just like, we kind of messed up, we know, but hey, we're using some money to, host another big tournament for you guys, prize pool. That would be great, right? I mean, where do you think the prize money for DreamHack comes from? Tauren Chieftain, Farseer. Tauren Chieftain, Farseer right here. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Potion of Mana. A lot of items on that Tauren Chieftain. We should be looking at another 3 to 4 silences as well, as the Farseer is already at 4, and the Tauren Chieftain will get there momentarily. Tauren Chieftain picking up a potion or a Tome of Intelligence +2, that is going to be, well, game-changing there, increasing the maximum amount of mana on the Tauren Chieftain and also increasing his mana regeneration. All right, it looks like the Tauren Chieftain is going to continue to put his foot down. Higher level heroes ready to engage here. We're going to look at a couple of ensnares go down on those units. No easy retreats at all, as the Tauren Chieftain gets thrown up into the air. Chain Lightning following back here. It looked like there was a Death Coil, but not in time. Are we going to get some easy damage onto that Destroyer down to 242 hit points? It gets Death Coiled as well. Another Ensnare goes down as well. Another Cyclone picking up that unit, as the Wind Riders are trying to finish off those units here. All right, Tauren Chieftain is going to throw down a Stomp. Yes, it does. Crypt Fiend going to get taken down. Oh, Burrow not in time there, as we now see some illusionary units popping up to try and confuse things. All right, are we going to see a Tauren Chieftain Stomp? Yes, that is just an illusion right there, trying to Chain Lightning some more. There goes some more units back, as well as the Wind Riders are trying to escape, but with Web. And, well, those escapes are just that much more difficult to execute. Smurf doing a great job winning that battle, forcing FpX to retreat. Now, I'll say this again, I often feel that Wind Riders, their supply at 4 is really not warranted until they get that Envenom Spears. They really don't deal that much damage. Their hit points are rather low in comparison to Dragonhawk Riders. Well, I guess, no, their damage is higher, but their hit points are low compared to Dragonhawk Riders, which means that they are easily focused down. especially after a web is, well, given. All right, couple of illusions absorbing the damage from those towers. Peons now coming over to repair. As soon as the illusions are gone, all of a sudden, the watchtower damage does add up very fast. We're looking at the Tauren Chieftain, the Farsi, are gonna get ready and get into position once more. Wind Riders are getting ready to go, and perhaps heading off over here to the top left. Nope, they're gonna be backing away and just staying on two bases and trying to build up a better income. Uh, where is all of this gonna go next? That is the question. 570 hit points on a 4 supply unit just generally feeds Undead a little bit too quickly. Undead able to catch up in terms of overall experience race, and now with the Death Knight very close to getting more than halfway to level 5. Well, it looks like FpX is gonna be in trouble. FpX, however, is building up a rather large army indeed. This gargantuan sea turtle creep camp perhaps going to drop a very useful consumable item if it is anything like the, well, anything like, yep, um, the the giant sea turtle creep camp or gargantuan sea turtle creep camp of Turtle Rock. All right, items being transferred around here. Double potions of invulnerability on that Tauren Chieftain, and I think the majority, no, I can't tell which creep camps are actually cleared out any longer, as, well, here comes another gargantuan sea turtle creep camp here. Oh, interesting how the symmetry works right down this side. You can actually take an expansion that's very close to your opponent, as we are also getting Kodo Beast as well. All right, Kodo Beast has to be very careful. Crypt Fiends will poke it down very quickly. That's a lot of Crypt Fiends there. I don't see that much normal damage. Tauren Chieftain may try to engage here, and where are we going to go? We are going to go into a little bit of a pincer play, as ghouls are going to get taken down. All right, ghoul one taken down. Another ghoul going to get taken down. However, a Wind Rider getting lost in transition, as, well, it does buy a little bit of time. All right, trying to finish off a couple more of those acolytes. New acolytes will need to be trained up here as another ghoul gets taken down. Damage getting added up. Kodo Beast with a giant target on its back gets taken out too. Smurf no longer mining right now. Only 4 acolytes will need to train up a 5th one as well. Meanwhile, well, five peons on this gold mine here. One peon perhaps should set up an orc burrow. Well, set up another orc burrow again, just for a good place to hide yourself. Mantle of Intelligence +3. That is a good item to have. Is the Farseer perhaps gonna try and pick it up? Clarity Potion right there, as we're not gonna be going into an engagement. Scroll of Town Portal is gonna be used. No, well, where are they going? Why are they just watching over here? They should be heading over. Precious seconds were lost in this game, as, well, FpX didn't respond quickly. Units are now making the walk on over peons, trying to buy more seconds by trying to repair that watchtower. That's not going to work, as the peons may all get taken down. All right, going into engagement. There's Endurance Aura, Farseer moving there quickly. There is a Chain Lightning. Are we going to see a Tauren Chieftain? Yes, throws down the Stomp and gets up to level 5. All of a sudden, level 5 on that Tauren Chieftain changes everything, as the Tauren Chieftain could use another potion of invulnerability to try and dodge any silences, and that's what we have there. Chain Lightning bouncing around, finishing off Crypt Fiend after Crypt Fiend, as the Tauren Chieftain still has plenty of mana. There is another Stomp right there. Dark Ranger could be in trouble. However, it quickly was able to get away. Farseer is, well, Chain Lightning reveals another unit there. More damage, adding up 61 supply compared to 28. Smurf in a lot of trouble here, trying to get away. There's some Devour magic, and what is going down here, Wind Riders could actually get finished off pretty quick. Kodo Beast showing up to the fight. There's a Death Coil. Death Knight now going to retreat back. The army of Smurf very small after this. 48 supply compared to 27, as, well, it looks like a Black Arrow finished off a unit, spawning a skeletal minion right after the Scroll of Town Portal completed. Haunted Gold Mine off to the north. That is already mining away here, getting up a necropolis to train up more as well. Economically speaking, we are about even once again. FpX actually a little bit behind, since he is sitting in low upkeep. But, well, Smurf is the one really feeling the pain now that that Tauren Chieftain is up to 360 mana and has been able to play its game fairly freely. Tauren Chieftain may consider picking up a potion of lesser invulnerability here. There is that watchtower, the Death Knight, and just the heroes of the undead army being brought over to try and shut things down here as the Tauren Chieftain is once again silenced. All right, silence going to be key there. There is a Frost Nova trying to finish things off here. Tauren Chieftain is going to throw down a stomp. Well, no real stomp as of yet. Oh, Death Knight is right there, and now this could be the problem. Death Knight free card trying to escape away. There goes an ensnare. There goes a death coil saving up that destroyer again as another stomp should be in order. Where is it? No stomp in order. Chain lightning coming back the other side and over focus onto the Death Knight could be the problem here as the Dark Ranger with endurance aura, and it's really that endurance aura that is allowing for faster movement speed. All right, Raider could get taken down. There goes a Raider once more. Lich doesn't have that much mana. Destroyer trying to get away, ends up getting picked apart again. Smurf down to 2 heroes, 2 obsidian statues as, well, units are getting lost all over the place. All right, Death Knight now, well, getting temporarily stunned. Death Coil long distance saving up that Lich once more as a Grunt is going up against an Obsidian Statue. All right, Obsidian Statue down to 52 hit points. A couple more shots will take it down. Lich is there as well. Death Coil, however, saving that Destroyer as that Obsidian Statue transfers over. All right, still 4 engagement, 45 supply compared to 55. There is that Stomp. Dark Ranger getting another Death Coil, and the Death Knight is finally out of mana. All right, without mana, what does that mean? Well, it means that no more burst heals, and now is not the time to chase after that Death Knight, as you know that that unit can still get away with that faster movement speed. Kodobi is going to be in trouble. 47 supply compared to 42, and this game is just back and forth all over the place. Farseer now using Scroll of Speed to try and get there. What is the Death Knight going to perhaps try and buy in the spot? Buys a Potion of Greater Healing, it looks like, as we're still looking at this engagement here. Death Knight sitting at 5, Lich is at 4, Dark Ranger is at 4, and it feels like both players are really in this all offensive pattern, just trying to take down other units. Yeah, just trying to take down other units and well, having a difficult time doing so. FpX really unable to. I don't think it's really FpX's micro that's the problem. It is Smurf being able to constantly respond to FpX's decision making. I wouldn't be surprised if FpX's micro or actions per minute is actually higher than his opponent. But he's just executing it better. All right, Raider is going to go in. There's a couple of easy ensnares. Is going to be able to finish off that Obsidian Statue. It looks like it will be able to do that. No stomp there. That would have been a perfect opportunity to stomp, finish off the Crypt Fiend, as well as the Crypt Fiend is still in the backside. There is the stomp onto 2 other heroes as the one Obsidian Statue finally taken out. All right, trying to focus down units once more. No real upgrades on any of the units anywhere, as Raider after Raider is both going to fall. Chain Lightning going to add up a little bit more. It looks as though the Obsidian Statue going to get taken down. And once again, we are looking at almost level 6 now on the Orc Heroes, but also almost level 6 on the Death Knight, and almost level 5 on that Dark Ranger. There really is no front line units at all. And well, what's getting attacked here? Nope. Something looked like it was getting attacked there. Death Knight, and now, well, Dark Ranger making its way back over. Dark Ranger could easily just spawn up an army of skeletal minions here. Chain Lightning trying to bounce around, trying to stop this before it gets too crazy, as the Dark Ranger now gets up to level 5. All right, level 3 Black Arrow. Those dark minions are going to be extremely beefy. Going to try and finish things off there. As the Tauren Chieftain, well, once it gets to level 6, things can go sideways pretty fast. All right, is that Tauren Chieftain going to get it? Yet there's a little bit more experience once again. Watchtower actually taking away some experience from FpX, denying level 6 to that Tauren Chieftain and that Farseer. All right, well, no, actually, even if it finished off those 2, it wouldn't have been enough. Yeah, Wind Riders are extremely fragile, especially this late in the game. Once your opponent has level 3 Frost Nova and Crypt Fiends, well, the Wind Riders cannot be that go-to strategy any longer. We are still sitting only at Stronghold, so the main benefit of the Wind Riders now is being able to push a little bit of extra damage. Extra damage over time. We are not seeing that, and we also know that FpX doesn't have access to the tiny Great Ball, which is an incredibly important upgrade to try and set up your third base. Now, we're not going to see that here. Instead, we're going to see Undead Smurf just continuing this push. And, well, in comes some Raiders, and there's going to be getting into position here, going to go after the Obsidian statue. There is a stomp stunning things down right there. There goes one Obsidian statue trying to shut down the mana before it really gets started as the Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 6. Farseer now also at level 6 as well. Level 3 Chain Lightning, that is going to be bouncing around as the Death Knight now gets up to level 6, perhaps level 3 Unholy Aura. All right, more engagement getting underway. Nope, Raised Dead was used. More Crypt Fiends popping up out of the ground to try and win this battle, but the Death Knight could end up getting taken down. It does fall. Level 6 now on that Tauren Chieftain, as that Tauren Chieftain is going to be fighting for days. Smurf is going to perhaps end up losing his Lich right there. That is a very, very big deal. Farseer may be able to just finish it off. There's a little bit extra damage. Shadow Wolves are out onto the battlefield. They can easily get devoured as the Lich also falls down. All right, Dark Ranger now trying to escape. 46 supply compared to 25. FpX finally finished off the heroes, but is now dealing with all of the army, including some animated Crypt Fiends. Dark Ranger taken down as well, as the Farseer now trying to escape away. Farseer, while trying to focus down some more units. Is the Tauren Chieftain going to be able to get a stomp off? Yes, it does. Finishing off the last 2 Crypt Fiends here. That will be a big deal indeed. There's a quick burrow. However, Dust of Appearance stops that in its tracks. Level 7 on the Tauren Chieftain and that Farseer. All right, quick resurrection once more. Shadow Wolves Farseer is going to be able to get a Chain Lightning off. Well, a little bit of damage going back the other way. Tauren Chieftain says, I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and fight right here. It needs an Orb of Lightning, though, and that is another reason to try and go into Tier 3. No Orb of Lightning, no easy way for that Tauren Chieftain to actually engage against those other units once more, as the Tauren Chieftain, well, tries to chase back. Farseer now trying to retreat all the way back home, hiding under the cover of a couple of towers. All right, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 7. Is it going to try and, well, get itself killed? Perhaps not. 3 destroyers in the air, and really weapons and armor upgrades making a very big deal. Destroyers trying to stay away. Will it be able to do exactly that? Are we going to get an ensnare? Yes, there's one ensnare. This one destroyer will get finished off, well, pretty much making it an even fight at the very end, right there. All right, losing the heroes. Heroes are incredibly expensive to retrain up. The Death Knight was retrained back at the tavern, and even though it is an expensive upgrade at the tavern, well, because you don't want 3 heroes being trained up or being resurrected at your altar of darkness, that little bit of time that you regain on that altar of darkness is absolutely key. Troll Bat Rider is now going to join in on the fight by FpX, as well. Sitting at level 2 or tier 2 is hazardous for Orc. Access to tier 3, Envenom Spears, Orb of Lightning, Tiny and Great Hall. All 3 of those things would have really changed the outcome or changed the strategic positioning of FpX. FpX gonna perhaps try and put pressure, bring a fight off over to Smurf before Smurf can really get his other heroes back out onto the battlefield. Tauren Chieftain and Farseer are both high on mana, and is this going to be enough? I don't see enough. I don't see that many Crypt Fiends out here, and you got to remember also units are still being trained by Smurf, including the heroes. Without the heroes, with 5 supply worth of heroes, that is a very big difference indeed. Chain Lightning bouncing around, Dark Ranger back here onto the side fight. Death Knight could be in trouble, down to 160 hit points. It's going to get finished off. Down it goes again, as we're looking at perhaps a Stomp right there. All right, Stomp trying to slow things down. Chain Lightning bouncing forever and a day. Level 6 onto the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger, does it try and charm anything? It did get to train Charm, but the Stomp stops it in its tracks, as the Tauren Chieftain now sits at level 8. All right, Wind Riders have to be very careful. It feels like if you just sneeze on them, they would get taken down right now. Trying to finish off this Nerubian tower. Oh, is the Wind Rider going to get taken down? Down to 28 hit points, able to back away just in time. All right, more Acolytes making their way over again. Very high-level heroes unsummoning, but this is going to be the end. A crazy back-and-forth game I'm coming across here. but really, Smurf not having that much left at all. Smurf doing a great job being able to use his heroes very effectively, and FPX could have made this game a little bit easier on himself if he had if he had access to tier 3. Yeah, Earthquake now being charged on up here. That's going to be a good amount of damage. This is static damage as opposed to Death and Decay, which is a percentage based damage. And that is the end of the game here. Going to go ahead and take down this Black Citadel as well. Shockwave. And first Shockwave level 8 heroes, and that is going to be the end of the game. Waiting for that final score. Let's go ahead and speed up. It looks as though, FpX wanted to just finish off some more buildings. FpX taking down Smurf in a marathon of a game here. Ultimately, 2 level 8 heroes being able to focus down the Death Knight. Death Knight didn't have any didn't have enough survivability items. Smurf should have perhaps picked up a potion of invulnerability on that Death Knight, as the Death Knight was the glue that was keeping the undead army together. Without that glue, all of a sudden things started to fall apart. Dark Ranger did get to level 6, and we know how quickly a game can change with level 6 on a Dark Ranger as you start charming your opponent's units. Wind Riders and Wind Riders Kodo Beast looking oh so tasty. Yeah, tier 3 was not, I wouldn't say it wasn't needed for the win, but it would have been helpful to say the least. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.